difícil acreditar que a NASA levou homens à Lua quando nem mesmo os seus astronautas sabem o que é o cinturão de Van Allen.
Any ill effects from the Van Allen radiation belts?
No, now I'm not sure we went far enough out to encounter the Van Allen radiation belt. Maybe we did.
Talvez nós fomos, sério, ele nem sabe da existência de uma região mortal de radiação no espaço chamada cinturão de Van Allen, um dos principais obstáculos para ir à Lua ou sair da baixa órbita da Terra. Talvez nós fomos, que piada, pisou na Lua e não conhece o cinturão de Van Allen? Essa é a definição de um atornauta. Começando em uma altitude de 1.600 km e se estendendo até uma altitude de 40.000 km, existem faixas mortais de radiação, chamadas cinturões de Van Allen. Toda a missão espacial tripulada, seja dos Estados Unidos ou da União Soviética, ficaram muito abaixo dessa radiação mortal. Gemini, Mercury, Soyuz, Skylab, o ônibus espacial. Todos eles viajaram a uma altitude muito menor que 1.600 km. Todos, menos a Apollo.
I don't know the distance to the Van Allen radiation belt, and if we did, it wasn't a problem.
The belts are 1,000 miles to 25,000 miles above the Earth.
We went right out through them.
No effects on your cells?
We didn't even know it. I don't think anybody, well, maybe somebody said you went through the radiation belt, but we didn't feel it inside, and we didn't get any, added radiation.
Em 1998, o ônibus espacial voou a uma altitude de 510 km, uma das suas maiores altitudes de todos os tempos, centenas de quilômetros abaixo do começo do cinturão de radiação, que era tão forte que os astronautas dentro do ônibus espacial blindado e dentro dos seus trajes também blindados viram flashes de luzes com seus olhos fechados, que eles descreveram como estrelas cadentes. A radiação penetrou na blindagem da nave, depois na blindagem da roupa, atravessou a pele e a retina dos olhos dos astronautas. A CNN até reportou isso na época, dizendo: a radiação pode ser mais perigosa para as caminhadas espaciais do que se acreditava. Os cientistas dizem que o fenômeno chamado cinturão de Van Allen pode gerar elétrons mortais quando o campo magnético da Terra muda. Esses elétrons que estão sendo estudados podem ter um efeito no funcionamento dos satélites, o que já aconteceu no passado, e também nos astronautas ao criar altas doses de radiação, que podem influenciar a sua saúde. Os elétrons podem penetrar vários materiais, incluindo a roupa espacial e até mesmo as paredes da estação espacial. Eles podem criar altas cargas dentro desses objetos.
No strange occurrences?
Nothing like that.
Atornautas cheios de contradições e muita suadeira.
I saw a CNN report about 3 years ago. The space shuttle went to about 365 miles. And that was the closest they got to the belts since the moon missions went through them. And they were about, I guess, 650 miles away from the belts. And they reported that it was more dangerous than previously believed. And that when they were 650 miles away, inside a shielding better than you guys used, they could see the radiation with their eyes closed going through their skulls and the retinas of their closed eyes.
Well, I don't know about the shuttle. The shuttle doesn't have the capability to go very far, 400 miles. I don't know exactly where the Bell Ellen. Quiet. Hey. 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 Quiet. You know, the shuttle doesn't have the capability to fly very far away from Earth, maybe 300-400 miles. I don't know exactly how far out the radiation Van Allen belt is. It didn't seem to bother us very much.
Did you see shooting stars?
Did
you see the shooting stars?
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of noise going on. So I don't know the results of some of the experiments they've conducted. The point is they can't get that far from here, and they're really in the protective confines of the Earth, outside the atmosphere certainly. Now, on the way to the moon, we did conduct lots. We weren't passengers away to the moon.
We're passengers.
We conducted all kinds of experiments, and one of them was an experiment where we closed our eyes and then we put some light-sensitive pads on our eyes, and we could literally, yes, we could see traces of radiation or traces of something going through our eyes. We conducted this experiment both going to the moon and coming back from the moon several times. Now, what that all meant, I don't know, but it wasn't the kind of radiation that gave us a problem of any kind. But you could see it. You could close your eyes and you could see these things shoot by. We all saw it.
Not on our mission, by the way, they hadn't been discovered yet.
Essas são fotos da Terra tiradas nas missões Apollo. Você acredita que essas fotos são reais? Segundo Robert Simon, o analista de programas da NASA, é muito fácil criar a bolinha azul no Photoshop, afinal, ele próprio já fez isso. Essa foto se tornou a tela de fundo do iPhone.
I didn't even know until I bought an iPhone and turned it on and kind of did a little happy dance.
O trabalho de Simon
Primarily taking data and making pictures out of it.
É o que isso é, uma composição de dados de vários instrumentos transformados numa imagem.
To us, the really cool thing was the data set. Up until that point, there was no realistic color map of the globe anywhere.
A Terra aqui veio de
Moderate Resolution Imaging Spectroradiometer aboard Terra.
E a parte sutil é o clima.
So we actually had to take clouds out.
Eles esconderam as nuvens para depois de pintarem o oceano.
Where it was low, I colored it dark blue because they're low mostly in mid-oceans. And then where it's a little bit higher, it was like a little bit brighter green.
Daí, as nuvens voltaram.
There's a small problem with it because there's a very slight gap in between each orbit.
Tá, é só pintar algumas coisas.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
Então,
There was another layer to sort of simulate the atmosphere.
falta um ponto de
It's
luz.
called the specular highlight. So it's the reflection of sunlight off of water.
Essas são as peças. Agora é só juntar tudo.
It just didn't look realistic. It looks kind of flat, or the clouds are sort of too see-through. So I just hit Command Z a lot.
É uma arte criar a bola.
What I imagine it to be. Unfortunately, I'm not an astronaut. I've never been to space. But I've looked at these images over and over again, trying to sort of get the essence of it. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
Pois é, essa bolinha azul divulgada pela NASA foi feita no Photoshop. As formas das nuvens se repetem. Eles nem se deram o trabalho de copiar e colar formas diferentes das nuvens. Photoshop muito mal feito, por sinal.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
E essas fotos, será que não são editadas também? Segundo a NASA, essa é uma foto real da Terra. Compare com a Terra da Apollo 17. Parecem contraditórias.
It was very close to the horizon on Apollo 17, and that was unique for us. We didn't have to look up like most of the other flights from most of the other landing sites were to look at the Earth. I mean, I just glanced over my shoulder, and there's the Earth. It was there all the time. It was so prominent. It was almost involuntarily while you're going about your work and being a lunar geologist and exploring and driving a rover, you'd always be confronted by the Earth itself. It was, I tell you what, it was almost like a security blanket. Because you knew it was there. It was the warmth that accompanied your visit to another planet.
So is the Earth, I guess, is 6 times bigger than the moon is from Earth?
The Earth is about 4 times bigger than a full moon looks to us from Earth.
Quando olho para essa foto, não me parece que a Terra é 4 vezes maior na Lua do que uma Lua cheia vista daqui.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
NASA, aprenda com a Nintendo em como fazer a bolinha azul vista da Lua.